Well, Politifact, the fact-checking organization based at the Poynter Institute in St. Petersburg, named its annual Lie of the Year this week. The designation goes to something that Donald Trump said during the presidential debate in September about Haitian immigrants in the town of Springfield, Ohio.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
The problem with the statement was there was no evidence of it happening. City and county officials said repeatedly that it was not true. And when asked, the Trump campaign was not able to provide any direct proof. What followed in Springfield was dozens of bomb threats at schools, grocery stores, and government buildings. Some Haitians did not want to go out in public or send their children to school. Danny, what do you make of the selection of that statement as the lie of the year?
Well, you know, as a baby boomer, growing up reading the newspaper every single day, Tampa Tribune, the Tampa Bay Times, I really see this story from Politifact being the lie of the year is just ridiculous. Did anybody that voted for Kamala Harris, and when Trump said that in the debate, did it change their vote? Were they going to be a Trump supporter and then, oh my goodness, he lied and now we got to vote for Kamala Harris? There's no way. But what did happen over the past year and possibly the entire last 4 years was an administration and supporters that lied to us about the welfare of our current president. Wall Street Journal just came out with a report yesterday where 50 staffers, anonymous, but you'll see more once the inauguration is over, 50 staffers have come out and said, we got a problem. Joe Biden is not with it. In fact, and even after the debate on June 27th, Karine Jean-Pierre said, he is sharp as a tack. After that debate, so we talk about a lie of the year, and Politifact would say it's a stupid comment. It was a lie, but it was a stupid comment that Donald Trump found and certainly gave out there. It was silly, but was it really a lie of the year? Does that rise to the lie of the year when you have a president that is running our country right now that we don't even know if he's there?
Mark, I want to ask you, I mean, when a leader like this, potential president, says something like this that turns out to have no basis in fact, what should be our response? What should our response be?
Well, it certainly, I will say that these comments absolutely did intensify the anti-immigration debate in America, and it was gasoline on the debate. That said, you're right. The fact is, at the end of the day, Trump actually got more votes in Clark County, where Springfield is, in 2024 than he got in either 2016 or 2020. So it didn't play out in the ballot box, certainly, but it was something that intensified the debate on the anti-immigration debate.
Right. Andy, you put up a sign at your church, and we'll just put it up on the screen now. It says, no one is eating the pets. When did you put that up, and why did you put it up?
Because whether it's in the press or in the pulpit, like, our job is very similar. It's to tell the truth. So I got up early in the morning and changed the sign. We got more outrage from that sign than anything else we've ever posted.
What kind of outrage did you get?
I mean, we got threats, we got angry phone calls, letters, and I think it's because Trump has mastered rallying his base, using these stereotypes to dehumanize immigrants or unhoused people, transgender folks, and others. And if we let the dehumanization continue to reduce people to lesser than our pets, then there's not going to be anyone around to stop the harm that's going to come.
Danny, I got to ask you though, President Biden did step aside. Kamala Harris came in and ran for president. Wasn't that an acknowledgement that he wasn't up to doing another 4 years?
Everyone denied it. So no, yeah, it wasn't an acknowledgement. I mean, yes, he did bow out, but there's not one person in the administration, not even Kamala Harris. In fact, Secretary Mayorkas said the most difficult part about meeting with President Biden is preparing for it because he's sharp, intensely probing, and detail-oriented and focused.
Okay, but getting back to the Haitians themselves, if this caused bomb threats and people to be scared to go outside of their homes, they didn't want to appear in public, doesn't the leader of the country owe it to everybody to try to make them safe?
I would imagine that, yes, that's not a good thing for sure, but Was that even overblown in the story? I would submit it probably was, and we talk about the supporters and what Andy said, and I totally believe what he's saying, but there are 76 million supporters that voted for Donald Trump. So he got 76 million votes in this election. So when we talk about his base, that's 76 million people that chose that the influx of our illegal immigrants is too much.
These Haitians were legal immigrants who were welcomed to Springfield by the employers there.
Some legal, certainly, absolutely. But legal in what sense? Are they legal because they filled out the CPB app and sought asylum?
They were legal under presidential order. Yeah. Anyway, so
I think we can all agree that maybe the real lie of the year is Brian Auld saying the Rays are here to stay. But